Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today you see I'm in my car in my sweatpants and my sweatshirt. And today I decided at the last minute, it's Monday and I have a busy week coming up, a couple of busy weeks. And I've been trying to do the not spending as much and only buying when needing. But you know what? I like to spend money. So today I'm gonna go in and I decided to do a little haul. I'm at Salon Centric, which is my main go-to. I love Cosmoprof and Salon Centric. They are both licensed only, but I love Salon Centric because I use a lot of Goldwell and Redken. So I'm gonna stock up on my Redken Shades EQ because I haven't in a while. Grab some Goldwell Top Chic Permanent that I need for a couple of permanent gray coverage clients. And then some Goldwell Colorants, get some Developer, and some Olaplex I think I need. So I decided to bring my camera, and when I get to the salon, I'll go over everything I got and I'll see if I can get any clips from inside. If this is a video you want to watch, then don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you're notified every time a video comes out every Monday and Friday. And stay tuned, keep watching.
I'm not in the mood, but you'll be here soon. Everything feels wrong, guess it's in a bad mood. Feeling broken hearted over something that never was. Never was, never was. Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you.
Hey guys, we're waiting for the final total. I'm gonna show you guys how much I spend because that's why we charge what we charge.
If I only knew what you put me through.
So I'm at the salon and I have 4 bags of stuff, and I'm not kidding, I spent over $1,000 and I never did a haul before and I've been running low. So I'm gonna show you before we begin. This is all my developers and bleaches that I'm using. And then under here I have the developer, old coffee I gotta throw away, and a ton of Finola. Then this is where I have my shades that I'm currently using. And then here is the storage room. So this is where I have what I have that's new that has not been touched yet. So you can see I'm very low. I have some Finola, 7G, 7NA, 7G colorants. I have 8 NWB and 6 NWB by Joico Lumishine creams, demi permanent. For my client Brenda, we always do a bleach and tone. And I only have these 5 boxes. And this is the Olaplex I bought this past week and a half because I didn't buy a big one, they didn't have it. And this is Finola's Fiberfix. And these are the ones, my storage. So these are always 3N, 4N, 4NA, 5N, 5NA, 6N, 6NA, 7N, 7N, 7NA, 8N, 8NA, 9N, 9NA. And these are, you know, whatever. So that's gonna be stacked. This is what I'm using, so Finola, some Guy Tang, the Joico 6 NWB, 8 NWB for Brenda. This is my pink toner formula I use on my client with the pink hair you've seen. These are Schwarzkopf toners I got that I never tried out. This is the Simply Blonde Kenra one. These are the current Colorants colors I'm using. These are some Joico Lumishine Demi Permanents. I used to use this all the time for my root tapping and shadowing and smudging. I have 5N, 5NA, 6N, 6NA, 7N, 8NA, 8N, 9NA, 10 NWB. And these are Vibrance by Schwarzkopf. I had a bunch of those to try. I have one left, that's a 6N. And then I have a permanent 2 ABN by Redken Lacquers. Then this is all the permanent I have. 6NN, 8NN, 7NN, 9NN. I have Scruples Color Delete, and these are all the old colors of Joico I have left. These are colors that are open that I haven't used yet. I do still have regular like 1N, 4N, 6N, 3N, 7NA, 5NA, 4NA, 7NWB, 6RR, 6CC, 4RB, and I have one 8NN Joico Age Defy. Age Defy used to be my double coverage, double pigment line. Now I use Top Chic. I don't do many permanents. Then down here I have all my bowl stash. Then I have big developers of 20 volumes, since that's what I use mostly, that I got from Cosmo, and these are the foils I currently have. I was just trying to buy things as I needed it, and that didn't work. So I just blew over $1,000 something, and I'm gonna go over everything once I sort everything out and tell you what I use, what I like, why I get it. So stay tuned. So I got a couple things out of the bag so far, and oh my God, Framar came out with these new neon switch pop-up foils. I didn't even know they were were out and I seen one box they had, so I grabbed it. You guys know I love the pop-up frame art foils for foiling. They're my favorite. They're thicker, they're heavier for the client, and they're harder to pack a lot in, but it's doable and they never slip. They're amazing. I got black, which is my favorite. I got 2 of the silver, and then I have the ethereal, which is like the fairy dust, like really, really prismatic one. Okay, so then I got Pillow Proof. This is my go-to heat protectant I've loved for years and always use. I have only half of one left. I like to have 1 or 2 at all times. Just like the Kenra finishing spray number 26. This is what I use and smells so good on all my clients. I make sure I have them. I'm running low on the 1, so I got 2 of them. Then I have 2 of my specialty developers with processing solution for shades EQ. You can never have enough. I got 2. I can always get more. They're not expensive. I just didn't have the room for all this stuff in my car. And then permanent color. I used to use Joico, as I said before, but I still do have some Joico left, and once that's up, I switched everything to Goldwell Top Chic for permanent. This line, you guys, is like $12 a box for 2 ounces, but it is worth it. It covers 150% if you use the double ends, and this line has everything. It has regular ends, double ends, it has NAs, it has all kinds of mochas, all kinds of reds. So this is my new go-to Top Chic. It's my new go-to line, and I love it. So I always make sure I keep 4NN, 3NN, and 7NN in stock at all times, a few of them, because I have Catherine who does 4NN. I have Pam does 3NN. Her sister, her daughter Felicia does 3NN. I do 3NN. And I love 7NN because I always use that. 7 is my favorite level for low lighting and root and all that. I love 7NN. If you follow me, you know that. 7N of any level. But I like 7NN for Kim. We do it on her, as well as, who else do I do 7NN on? There's a couple other people, but I always make sure I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because I only had 4 of them, so I was running low, and they're all like half empty. And then I got colorants. I used to get the cans, and I still will, but they didn't have a lot of the cans that I wanted. So I hate doing 1 can in 3 boxes or whatever. So I just been getting the boxes instead of the can because they're always out. They already wrote me down, so when the cans I want come in a couple of shades of EQ that weren't there today, I'll get them because I do love them. You get 4 ounces. It's like 20-something bucks, but it's so worth it. And it has their own bowls that goes with it. So I always get 7N because that is my favorite level, and I always do 7N, 7NA for my root shadows. That's my favorite root shadow color ever, and these are a little bit more opaque than shades EQ, which it sticks a little bit better. I love it. You could do them 1 to 2. I like doing them 1 to 1 unless it's like a 10 and I'm doing a toning on the ends. But I love 7N, 7NA is my favorite root shadow. 7N, 7G is my go-to low light. You guys ask me all the time what the low light is I use that looks so perfect and not too dark or stripy, and it's like the perfect color that fades beautifully. It is 7N, 7G. And then I always use 10P. 10V is my white blonde formula. 10P, 10N is that buttery blonde. 10N, 10G, they were out of 10G, so I didn't get it, but I have some left. That in 10G, 10BG is beige gold. Those are amazing, beautiful. Everybody's scared of warmth, but a little bit of warmth makes everything gorgeous. And I like doing 10BS, 10P, 10V for an ashier white blonde. So I always get 10N, 10P, 10BS, 10V, 7N, 7NA, 7G. Those are my must-have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors from Goldwell Colorant. And I do have like 8GB every now and then, but those are my more so go-tos. And then I got my favorite bleach. I only have a little bit left of this one, but I was using Schwarzkopf for a while because I got my hands on some. I think I have a little bit left of this one. And I still love Blonde Me. That's always one of my favorites. That and Goldwell Oxycure are my top 2. And I also love Fenola's 9 Levels of Lift, this one, and their cream. And they also have the 24K Keratin Powder, which is the most gentle bleach you'll ever find, and it lifts beautifully. I think I did a video on it, but maybe I'll do another one. Maybe I'll do a video. Let me know down below if you want to see a video of me comparing all 3 of Fenola's top lighteners and see which one I like the most. And then I got Olaplex, the big one, because I only have a little bit of the small one left that I was using. And that comes with a big one, and you get 2 big number 2s. And then this is the shampoo and conditioner salon size. Instead of using those small ones, like the regular size, I go through them like water. This has lasted me, you guys, literally since I've been here in June, and it's January. And I literally am starting to run out. And I always go through more conditioner than more shampoo. This is the conditioner. There's some left. I have to scrape the bottom. That's the only thing I hate about Olaplex is the bottom when it gets low. Guys, come up with a new way to fix that. And I still have a little bit more than a quarter or a third of the shampoo. But you can never have enough. So now I'm gonna take out all my Redken Shades EQ and explain to you what I use and what I love the most.
I'm not in the mood, thought you'd be here soon. Everything feels wrong, guess I'm just in a bad mood. Feeling broken hearted over something that never was. Never was, never was. Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I thought it'd be me and you. Hard to be your friend when you act this way. What message are you trying to send? What's this game you play? Tell me that you love me and you need me, but leave me out to dry. Oh, why? Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I thought it'd be me and you. Baby, still call me at the end of the day, and then you have nothing else to say. What do you want me to say? Try blending my emotions, I know you're about to be oceans away. Please quit asking me to stay. I'm weak under your grasp, and my heart, it won't last. No, my heart won't last. I thought it'd be me.
So here's my Shades EQ. I organized everything from the colors and like the actual color line of the color. So example, the GNs, they have different GNs for different levels. Then the Ms, then the ABNs are in the back. Then they have the NBs, and then they have the Gs, and then they have the Ts, and then they have the VBs, and they have the Bs, and they have the GIs. So what I did is I put all the actual, like, not the level, but the actual what it is all together. So I know what to go for and just look for the level by looking at the top. I hope that makes sense. And then I put stuff that I don't really use that much often here. And then I always keep the 3N, 4N, 5N, 6N, 7N, 8N, 9N, and then the NAs of those all here in a row. They're out of 4 Ns, 4 NAs, and 5 NAs, which absolutely sucks. It's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I've been waiting, but they're gonna call me as soon as they come in a couple of days. Until then, I have one 5 NA left, and for the 4 NA, I can always just do, you know, like a 3N with a 5 NA, or if I had to, an MB or something, it's fine. And then down here is what I currently am using, and I put the Ns and NAs to the side. Then I have foils that are ready to go, and then I have the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner under there with some big developers. And then I put my bowls, the new Olaplex that I don't need to open yet. Then I have my permanent colors all organized by level, and then I have some Joico down here, then some Joico permanent as well. Then these are all of my colorances. I have them all from 7N, 7G, 7NA, 10B, 10N, 10BS, 10BG, 10P, 10G, 9NA. And then I took Finola and I put it under here, which gave me more room up here. So I have my developers for Goldwell, a little bit of Schwarzkopf left, some Goldwell Silk Lift. I have a little bit left. Then I have my Oxycure stacked and ready to go. You guys know that's one of my top lighteners. I love it. Then generic developer 10 through 40. Then I have my shades, my specialty developers, the Joico, the crystal clear shades, Redken thing. And then I have my colorants, which I use all the time. Then I stack my foils here that are not used yet. So I have a fresh stock of foils. Let's see how quick I go through that. And now I'm gonna take and sit down and talk to you guys about Redken and give you what I think you need for your starter kit. So hold on. These are Shades EQ liquids, and they also have the tubes of 2 ounces in cream for people who might like cream over the liquid. I personally love the liquid. I love it for root toning. I used to use Joico Lumishine a lot, which is also a liquid. They have a cream version as well. And I used to love using them for the root. But the only thing is they don't have certain tones. I love N's and NAs, and they only have a couple. And in general, Joico Lumishine only has like 30 colors, where Redken Shades EQ I've been using since the beginning of the start of my career. There's always something for everything you need. I mean, I think they're up to like 90 colors or whatever. They just came out with 10 GB, which I'm assuming is gold violet, and I can't wait to get my hands on it tomorrow or Wednesday when I work. So I wanted to just quickly come on here and show you guys that the Redken Shades EQ is demi-permanent, which means it only stains the hair cuticle, and it's acidic, which means there's no lift. It's strictly deposit. I believe it's like 5 volume for their developer, which is processing solution that is liquid that goes with it. This is a 33.8 fluid ounce developer. I go through this like water, and it actually is like water. It's very watery, but when you mix it with shades, it actually does gel up a little bit. And they just came out with the different developer I don't have because I'm not a big fan of it. It does make it more jellier, but not very much. But it's one with the black label on it, and it looks like a cream developer. And when you pour it in, it makes it a little bit more thicker, and it doesn't, you know, drip. But I find this works originally better with it. I feel like it works quicker. For some reason with the jellier one, I feel like it slows down the processing time. I don't know if that's just me saying that, but that's how I feel about it. And then they also have something called 000 Crystal Clear, which is amazing. All demi lines have this, but this is theirs. They have one this size, and then they have this size, and then they recently have come out with the ones you can buy just like this, like a regular color tube or bottle. So what this does, it allows it to dilute. So if you're scared that it's gonna take too soon, then you can put some of this in there. If you're out of an 8 and you only have a 7 of what you need, you can add a little bit of this in there and it will make it an 8. That's the best thing. Shades has so many options, and you don't ever have to worry about running out because you can always manage to do something. I had this bottle for about 1.5 years and it's still half full. The only time I really use it is if somebody doesn't want a toner, they just need a gloss for making the hair shiny. Then I'll just mix this 1-to-1 with this, and it's just like color without the color, and it just shields the hair almost like a protective layer, and it makes it really shiny. Now Shades EQ is very affordable. I think it's like $6 a bottle, and the tubes are around the same, and it has so many benefits, you guys. When I tone, obviously if you're following me, you've seen me tone or you've seen a video of mine. I always do the toning at the bowl because a couple of reasons. Number one, Shades EQ takes so quickly. When I first started using it, I would tone for like a minute and rinse it off because I would feel like the hair is gonna turn purple and blue. And I know for a fact they tell you to walk away from the bowl for about 10 minutes, come back so you're not scared, and then rinse. But I'm telling you guys, I still do it right in front of me, and I won't leave it unless it's like a warm color or I'm toning down to a darker color. Then I'll leave it for 15 minutes and walk away. But if I'm doing a level 10 blonde with like 9s and 10s, I literally sit there and watch it like a hawk, and I love massaging it into the hair, rubbing it around. It saturates so well. It makes it very even. And I also love that it has like a shampoo texture to it. If you watch my videos, you'll see that when I'm actually rubbing it around, it suds up. It literally gets like foamy, like shampoo. It's so cool. And because of that, I don't have to shampoo after I rinse it out. I will never shampoo twice. I usually shampoo when I rinse out the lightener. Then I'll do Olaplex number 2 on the mids and ends, do the root, lay them back, comb everything through. Sometimes I'll wash Olaplex 2 off the ends and leave the root on. Sometimes I'll wash everything off and then tone. But another trick is if you don't have Crystal Clear, because that is expensive. I think it's like $30 for the 16-ounce bottle I have. And if you're new and at a cosmetology school, you're not gonna be able to afford that. What you can do is you can leave Olaplex on or a conditioning treatment, and then it's almost like it's a barrier and it slows down the processing if you're scared of it taking too soon. That's Nick, guys. He always calls at the wrong times. Always, Nick. So where was I at? Okay, so it actually will hold like a barrier, and eventually it will work its way through that barrier, but it slows it down and it gives it time to actually sit on the hair a little longer. I know Redken, they actually want you to leave it on longer, and if you have to, use crystal clear so that it really processes correctly. They don't want you to wash it off right away in 1 minute. And I will tell you this, if you're new at toning with Shades EQ or using it as a toner, be scared, be very scared, because in the beginning it looks like black. I mean, I used to tone blondes where they're level 9, 10 and they want it real ashy, and it will literally look like the hair is like a level 6. Always trust the process. Once you blow dry, the color lightens right up and it's where it's supposed to be. So always talk to your clients, tell them, you know, listen, this is a process, you have to trust it. Even get rid of the mirrors in front of your sink. I should do that. I have one right there so I could talk to them, but so many times people are scared, so I let them know right in the beginning before I even tone them, like, it's gonna look really dark. You have to trust me, you have to trust this process. For whatever reason, it makes it very dark. I do want to do a video. Let me know down below. I've been saying this for months on actual in-depth Shades EQ breakdown, but let me know if you guys want to see it. If you do, then I'll make one where I actually break down every little thing about it, the scientific terms, everything. Just let me know. This is more of a haul today, so I really didn't want to get too much into it. But I did want to say this. Let's get into the main part of the video that I wanted to. So my favorite go-to Shades EQ, I'm going to list them all right here. These are what I must have in my arsenal at all times, okay? And these are the ones I use the most, but I always have to have them no matter what. So I have 3N, 4N, 5N, 6N, 8N, 9N, 4NA, 5NA, 6NA, 8NA, 9NA. If you notice, I left 7N, 7NA out, but I do like to have it in stock as well, but I can live without it because I always use Goldwell Colorant 7N, 7NA for my root shadow when I'm using a level 7. It's my favorite shadow, it's my favorite level. I just love 7N, 7NA and Colorants, but I always do have 7N, 7NA, even one of each in stock because in case I run out or, you know, I need to use a 7N in the toner formula or anything like that. But I want to break down level to level what I always have in my arsenal. So level 1 and 2, I have 1B, which is black blue, 2ABN, which is a cool brunette, and 2M, which is the M's and the ABNs are pretty new this year, and the M's are very green based and beautiful and like more earthy toned, and the ABNs are great for that really cool brunette with no warmth, if that's what you like me. For levels number 3, I always have to have 3N, 3NB, and 3G. For level 4, I always have 4N, 4NA, 4NB, 4M, and 4ABN. So I like to have a neutral, an ash, and a warm. And I always will add a little extra. Levels 3, 4, and 5 always have at least a cool, a neutral, and a warm because you never know, sometimes you might get them. I don't get a ton of brunettes or anything like that, but sometimes my client does have darker based hair and wants a root smudge or something like that, or a low light. For levels 5, I always have 5N, 5NA, 5G, 5CB, 5NW, and 5C. For level 6, this is where I start getting more and more, and you don't have to have this in your starter kit. Before this video ends, I will go over what I think you need to start your kit and to build your kit too for mandatorily needing. But for this, I'm just telling you guys what I have to have at all times. So then for level 6, I have 6N, 6NA, 6VB, 6GN, 6NB, 6GB, 6GI, 6G, 6ABN, 6T, and 6WG. For level 7s, I like to have 7N, 7NA, 7P, 7T, 7BB, 7M, 7NB, 7GB, 7G, 7V, 7NW. For level 8s, I like to have 8N, 8NA, 8B, 8T, 8BB, 8GI, 8WG, 8GG, and 8GN. For levels 9, I like to have 9N, 9NA, 9P, 9B, 9T, 9B, 9GB, 9G, 9MB, 9GI, and 9M. And finally, level 10s, I have all of the one Shades has come out with. 10N, 10VB, 10P, 10GI, and 10T. And I haven't used it yet, but they just came out with 10BG, which is violet gold, I'm pretty sure. And I'll be using that Wednesday. Let me know if you guys want to see a review video on that down below in the comments. months. All right, so you guys, I know it sounds like a lot, and it is, but you don't have to hurry up and buy everything, but you want to make sure you're prepared for anything. So I remember when I first started, I would just buy by the week of what I had coming in because I didn't have many clients and I didn't want to have to buy so much. But I quickly learned that's not good, because what if they cancel? You're stuck with color that you're not going to use. So in the beginning, I saved my money. I bought everything just like I did today. I think I spent like $1,200. I'll insert the clip of the register. I like doing this once every month or two just so I have everything. And then if I run out of certain things in particular, I'll just go in and grab a couple things here and there every couple days. So for your starter kit, this is what I think in order to start, you mandatorily need to have. I did it as best as I could without being so overwhelming and so many and too much money, but I guarantee that you'll thank me for this, and this is what you need. So you need 1B, you need 2ABN, you need 3N, 3NB, 4N, 4NB, 4NA, 5N, 5NA, 5G, 6N, 6NA, 6NB, 6T, 7N, 7NA, 7T, 7P, 7NB, 8N, 8NA, 8WG, 8V, 8VB, 9N, 9NB, 9V, 9P, 9G, 10N, 10VB. Now, those are what I think you absolutely need to have in your starter kit. If you can't afford it all in the beginning, that's fine, but as you start doing clients, get more of them, and always make sure you at least have one of each. Of course, there are some colors I'll have like one or two of, like 8GN or 6GN, which is green neutral, and it's great for those red tones, or if you're having a color correction and the person's lifting really red but you don't want to drop them down to a 6GN, they have an 8GN for that, so it keeps it green and cancels out the red, but it keeps it at a higher level, things like that. Or like 9B, I'll have one of those, but for example, NBs, like 7NB, 6NB, 9NB, 4NB, 3NB, I have like 6 to 7 of each at all times just because I go through them like water. So this is what I think you need as a starter kit. I'll link it down below in the description box. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Definitely like, share, subscribe. Let's get this thing growing. I love the community we're building here. I love you guys so much. I love posting twice a week. Eventually, I want to get to where I'm posting 3 to 4 times a week. Right now, it's a little rough, but it will get there eventually, and I'm putting my heart into everything. If you like following me around, or you think I'm funny and you're a client, or you're just a person who loves my personality and you're not into hair, I did start a new channel. If you haven't heard, it's I Am Brett Ryan. I'll link it down in the description box below. I do, story times, I do vlogging, I go out to dinners with my friends. A whole bunch of stuff is coming, a lot of travel vlogs. We're gonna be traveling a lot this year. So if you want to help me grow that channel as well, that's more for fun, but definitely go and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time a video is posted. All right, guys, I love you so very much. Thank you for coming shopping with me. I hope you've seen something, learned something of any sort today, even if it was one thing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and support. Cheers to a new year. I can't wait to see what 2021 has in store for us. Love you guys, and as always, so long for now.